toilet. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rapali if you're new here. This week I thought I would do a reading vlog. The last book that I read was kind of whatever. I wasn't a huge fan of it, and now I feel like I need to read like crazy in order to redeem that book. It's a weird place to be in. Also, I have to show you something. Welcome to my TBR shelf. These 4 shelves, I have to read all of the books on the shelf. They're books that I really do want to read. They're books that will probably destroy me emotionally, but I am ready for it. Basically, I'm putting myself on a book buying ban because I wake up every single morning, my bed is right there, and I see these books on the shelf and I'm getting stressed out because there's a lot of books on here and there's not a lot of space left for books to be added to this. So we're gonna have to start making a dent in this. I think I also have to just start really thinking about the books that are on the shelf and think if I even want to read them at all. And if I don't, they need to get donated and or sold. Anyways, basically, I need to lock in. I need to read and devour books, like it says in my bio. I need to devour it. Because I wanted to devour books, I wanted to pick some short books to read and short-ish books to read. The first book is The Antiquarian's Object of Desire. This is by India Holton. It's the 3rd book in her series with the geographer. God, this is a hot mess. This is the first book. No, I'm so sorry. This is the 3rd book. This is the 3rd book in the Love's Academic series. I looked it up online if I need to read the first 2, which I have the first one from the library, but I just got this in the mail this weekend and I'm really excited, and also it's so pretty, I want to read it. It follows 2 academics who have been best friends forever. Even though they're best friends, they have to fake being enemies because there's like some rumor started that they're in a relationship even though they're not. And also it seems like there's probably some underlying romantic tension already before this rumor even started. So I'm in. Sign me up. I love this trope so much. I love when they're faking it and then they're like, oh my god, actually I love you so much. I love you so much. Please marry me. Next, this is an impulse purchase. It's Murder at the Black Cat Cafe by Seishi Yokomizu. It's a Japanese murder mystery that's been translated in English. I was reading the author bio. I think the author is no longer with us, in the fact that which by that I mean that he's dead. He was one of Japan's most famous and beloved mystery writers, the author that I talked about previously. I was so done with myself. I bought this because there's a cat on the front, and on the inside flap where it describes the plot, it talks about how the cat is dead. I read the first few pages of this, and it seems like it's going to start as a correspondence between the chief of police and a mysterious author named Mr. Y. Mr. Y takes the cases that this chief inspector has in real life and writes stories from it. The actual story of the Murder at the Black Cat Cafe is only 136 pages, it seems. And then after that, there's a bunch of short stories, I guess, but I'm only gonna read the Black Cat Cafe story. And then lastly, we have, this is the 3rd video I'm talking about this book. I'm going to read it this time. The Wood at Midwinter by Susanna Clark, who has also written Piranesi, if you've heard of that one. This one is the one we're going to read tonight. It's a very small short story, literally 50 pages, has a bunch of illustrations on it. I want to read 3 books in 3 days. So we're going to start with The Wood at Midwinter. Once I finish this, if I still have the energy to read and I'm not tired, I'm going to start The Antiquarian's Object of Desire and finish it by tomorrow. And then I want to start The Murder at the Black Cat Cafe by tomorrow evening. This is going to be a fun reading vlog. I've never read that many short stories before. Usually the books I read are about 300 pages or more, so I really want to get into short stories this year as well as with classics this year, because I feel like I'm missing out on a whole different section. Let's get cozy and into bed, and then we'll start reading the first book. Good afternoon. It's 1:30. I ended up finishing The Wood at Midwinter last night, and it was good. I wouldn't say it was spectacular. The illustrations were definitely stunning, but the story felt kind of half developed. I didn't really love the storytelling of this. It just felt really quick. We got to the resolution, I think, really quickly. It's a Christmas story, which I should have guessed because there's a bunch of holly and mistletoe around here. So maybe it would have been better if I had read it actually during Christmas time, but it felt like a nice book to end winter with because it's literally about to be 80 degrees today. One book down. I did end up starting The Antiquarian's Objects of Desire last night. It's really cute. I really enjoy the banter and like the general British humor in this. I think it's so funny. I genuinely enjoy the will they, won't they part, especially if it's at the beginning. It can't go on for too long. If it goes on for too long, then I'm just like, guys, just kiss already. Amelia and Caleb are like best friends since they were kids, but because they live in like Victorian England, men and women aren't supposed to be friends, despite what Bridgerton says. Also, they're both professors at Oxford, and Amelia definitely thinks that like if they were caught together, like just being friends, but then it would be interpreted in like a romantic notion, then she could get fired from her job because like it's improper for a lady to be with a man alone, especially when they're not married. They work with a lot of magical objects, and these objects tend to just explode in their presence because they're always so heated when they're talking to each other. And now basically they've been banished to the countryside because they've been causing too much damage at Oxford, and they have to just go to the countryside to analyze a couple of antiques that have been found and that are going to be submitted into the museum. Only 30 pages in, but it's a pretty easy read. I'm really, really hoping I can finish this by tomorrow morning, but I'm very unsure if that's gonna happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, updates. I'm on page 62. Oh, God. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow. And the thing is, like, no one is forcing me to do this. Like, no one is holding a gun to my head and it's just like, you have to read 3 books in 3 days. I literally did this to myself. Anyways, I have an hour before I'm supposed to go to sleep. And then we have all day tomorrow. Tomorrow's a pretty light day too at work. This is so ridiculous. What am I doing? 18%. We're locking in. We're locking in. I think I can get at least to 25% tonight. The enemies, the fake enemies that they're giving. Oh, also, oh my God, wait. Who cares about all that? They kissed. They literally kissed. They kissed, and the kiss is still going on. We started the kiss on page 60, and then on page 62 we're still talking about the kiss. Like, it's still going. Literally when they kissed, I was like, the tension is building. Like, they're going to be so tense with each other. And then just because I just watched Bridgerton, this like a Regency era, Victorian era romance is just so fun to read about. And I really appreciate how both of them, like both the FMC and the MMC, keep talking about how ridiculous the rules are about a man and a woman being friends. I think that's so cool and fun and exciting. I'm having a good time, okay? Whether or not I finish this book tomorrow is besides the point. The point is, I'm having fun. It was everything Amelia had imagined a kiss from Caleb would be. Not that she'd ever imagined such a thing, merely speculated 1 or 2 dozen times as an intellectual exercise. They're so cute. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. This is a great book, guys. It's coming out March something. It's coming out this year. It's coming out this year. I'll put the date here, but it's really good. It's really good. I'm taking it with a grain of salt. I am only 18% of the way through, but so far it's great. Okay, before I give you my reading update, I want you to see my outfit because I'm really excited about it. Wait. Ta-da! I'm very excited about this. Right now I'm wearing my Kirkland slides. I will wear ballet flats when it's time to actually leave. I don't wear shoes in the house. This top is from Gap. I have been freaking out trying to figure out what goes on the bottom of this. I finally got this skirt, which don't have a white skirt, and I've been wanting one, from Abercrombie, and it goes perfectly. I'm so excited about this outfit. It's actually warm enough to wear it. Yeah. It's March and it's 80 degrees outside. Global warming. I reached about 31% of the way through this book last night. I don't have any plans until 6 this evening, so I'm going to lock in. I genuinely think I will need like an hour or two to finish this book because like it's pretty easy to read and the font is big enough and the pages are, there's not that many pages in this. It is currently 3:02. I'm on page 108. Let's see how much we can get done in the next hour. Caleb is just constantly kissing Amelia. Like, he's kissing her cheek, he's kissing her forehead, and I know they're like best friends or whatever, but I'm just like, dang, are y'all really denying that you're not in love with each other? Like, please, please open your eyes and see that you're in love with each other. It's getting out of hand, okay? This man just said sit on my lap. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting spice. Hello? Hello? I'm at a loss for words, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's happening. It's happening. They're crossing the line of friendship. Him saying sit on my lap has me gagged, bro. Like, what? That's crazy to say. They're just friends, obviously. They're just friends. For the sake of friendship. The literal next page says. They're doing this for the sake of friendship. Right. Okay, I think it's time to accept the fact that I'm not going to finish this book today. I really thought it was going to happen. But you know what? I made a sizable dent. And honestly, it just feels like I haven't been giving enough time to reading. And I'm just really enjoying reading right now. Reading is my favorite hobby. And I want to give it more time. I think because I have so many hobbies, I get like frazzled and I'm just like, oh my god, I have to give time to all of it. But I don't have time for all of it. I have time to just do whatever I want to do, you know? If I feel like reading like 10 books this month, I'm going to do that. And then if I need a break next month, I'm going to take a break next month. Like, I think it's just so crazy that we put these weird rules on ourselves on when we can and cannot do our hobbies. And it's just ridiculous. Do your hobbies whenever you want to do them. I mean, obviously, don't like shirk off responsibilities, but like, you know what I mean. I have made it to page 258. It's past 6 now. I have to leave in a little bit to go see my friend for dinner. I definitely don't know if I'll be able to finish this tonight because I'm going to be hanging out with my friend. Also, they're shutting off the power in my freaking building at 10:30 or something tonight. Why? I have no idea. The power is going to be gone from 10:30 to 6 a.m. Anyways, long-winded way of saying that it's going to be dark at night, so I can't even turn on a light or anything, and I don't want to waste my phone batteries. So I will see you all tomorrow to finish off this book and then to read the Black Cat Cafe book. See you tomorrow. Okay, first of all, it's snowing right now. It was fully 85 degrees yesterday. Now, it's literally 34 degrees outside and it's snowing. What is happening? What is happening? I finished the Antiquarian's Object of Desire this morning. It was good. Would I say it's spectacular? No. I thought the romance was very, very well written. I did think that the world was a little confusing, but that makes me wonder if I should have read the books in order. Like this is the third book in the series, so I'm wondering if I should have read the first and the second book, and then the third book, like it wouldn't have been that confusing. So that's probably just on me, not the writing. The main conflict point was the fact that Amelia, main female character Amelia, she always was facing a lot of misogyny and like gross behavior from the men that she worked with. And I just felt like they didn't get enough punishment that they deserved. But then again, this is set in like what, like the 18th century, this 19th century England. So men don't really get punished in that day and age. So, because we've crossed a couple of lines that probably realistically wouldn't happen in that time period. So I was expecting more like, yeah, to the at the end about the men getting like what they deserve, but they didn't really get that. So that was the only like big disappointment at the end. I would recommend this, but I would recommend reading like the series through, because I do think the author took a couple of assumptions that the reader knew about the world, which totally makes sense. This is literally the third book in the series. I think if I understood the world, I would have given this like a 4 or 4.5 stars. This is basically turning into like this video doesn't end until I finish these 3 books off my TBR. So now the next book is Murder at the Black Cat Cafe. It's only 136 pages, so I think I should be able to get through this today. It shouldn't be that bad. The original story was written in 1973, and it was translated to English last year. So yeah, this is a pretty old book. So I'm glad I know that, because I have to go into it with that mindset of like, this is an older story, it's not a modern story. So it's very essential that we read this during the day, because when it gets night, I get scared. So I fell asleep while reading this book, and when I woke up, there was not a single cloud in the sky and the sun was out. When I fell asleep, it was fully like gloomy, so dark. I finished the first one, which is Murder at the Black Cat Cafe. It was okay. I didn't love it, but at the same time, I couldn't stop reading it. The plot was definitely interesting, and at times it kind of gave me like Hercule Poirot vibes, where it was like the private detective comes in and solves the whole thing. The way the story was told was very like info dumpy, kind of like I was listening to a friend tell me a story of like this gruesome murder that they solved, rather than like actually solving the murder. I don't know if I would recommend this. If you do want to read this, I would say like get it from your library or something. I don't know if you should buy the book, but yeah, it was definitely something. Well, I did it. I finished all 3 books this week. That's 3 books off my TBR. I hope to continue reading and getting these books off my TBR, because I am in a book buying ban. I'm not allowed to buy any more books. And you know what? I want to take this one step further. I'm not allowed to get any books from the library either, because I need to finish what I actually own, and getting more books from the library just puts off what I get to read from my actual shelves. So no more buying books, and no more getting books from the library, ebook or otherwise. This is me holding myself accountable, and also you holding me accountable. If in the next few videos I'm just like, oh my god, haul, like library haul, no. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye everyone!